you seen Star Wars?
In September of 2019, it was announced that Kevin Feige would be producing and developing a Star Wars film alongside, of course, Lucasfilm, and a lot of speculation went on around this. And I actually have a kind of fun answer on what his story and what his Star Wars film is going to be about, but we have news about his Star Wars film, news we haven't gotten since it was announced, and it's been over a year. We now have a writer for the Kevin Feige Star Wars movie. It is a man named Michael Waldron, if I'm saying his name right. If I'm wrong, forgive me. But he is the writer of and an executive producer of the Loki series that's coming to Marvel. He's also worked on a show that I really enjoy, Rick and Morty. He wrote one of the episodes in season 4, the one where Rick has a falling out over a guy who shits in his toilet. So I actually really enjoyed that episode, despite the funny description for it. So this guy is going to be writing the Star Wars film alongside multiple projects with Disney and Marvel. It really is a big deal for this guy because he actually has a deal with Disney, and in that deal it includes writing for places like Marvel and Lucasfilm. So this guy is an Emmy-winning writer, and I think that gives some credence. I think we have some pretty interesting prospects for this Kevin Feige film right now. Now, one thing that you may ask is, what is this film going to be about? For me, a very important question is, who is going to direct the film? I know when we say this is a Kevin Feige film, it sounds like he is doing all the work. No, he's producing it. He's 110% likely going to co-produce this with Kathleen Kennedy. So you're going to see a lot of people make up this narrative that he's pushing Kathleen Kennedy out. Probably not. Probably not. He's 110% likely just going to co-produce the film with her. But if we go back to 2019, when the Hollywood Reporter interviewed Alan Horn, the co-chairman of Disney Studios, he said, and I quote, "Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy is pursuing a new era in Star Wars storytelling, and knowing what a diehard fan Kevin is, it made sense for these two extraordinary producers to work on a Star Wars film together." And I think that is quite apparent because, remember, this is 2019. The High Republic was not announced yet. 2020 is when we got the announcement for the High Republic. It is now 2021, and looking back in hindsight, with Alan Horn saying that Kathleen Kennedy is pursuing a new era in Star Wars storytelling, and he wouldn't just mention that for no reason. So I'm 110% confident right now that Kevin Feige will be launching the High Republic era in Star Wars live action, at least when it comes to filmmaking. We don't know when The Acolyte, which takes place at the end of the High Republic era, we don't know when that's coming out yet. We have no news on that and when the release date and release window for that is. But at the moment, we do have 2 Star Wars films scheduled. We have a 2025 Star Wars film, if we're excluding the 2023 one. That's Patty Jenkins' project right there. But the 2025 Star Wars film is likely going to be the Taika Waititi Star Wars film. He's writing it already. He has a co-writer who wrote 1917. That is not the Kevin Feige movie. So this is probably going to come out in 2027. That's 7 years down the road. Well, technically 6, since we're in 2021 now. So 6 years down the road, we are going to see the Kevin Feige Star Wars film. At least that's how I look at it. Unless they come out with something that they're putting other Star Wars films out in maybe like 2024 again, or 2026, or even 2028. We really don't know. But right now, all the information that we have about the Kevin Feige film is that he's producing it, co-producing it with Kathleen Kennedy, and Michael Waldron is the writer for it. We don't have a director for it, but I think it's pretty obvious that this is going to be set in the High Republic era of Star Wars, and I think that's great. Especially if this is the 2027 Star Wars film, because think, that's 6 years after we get the High Republic. That means we've had enough time as an audience to really learn about this era, to be kind of familiar with the Jedi of this era, and kind of the setting and the way it feels. And it would be really cool, of course, to see that go from comic book and books into live action, which we will see most likely with this film and also with The Acolyte. So I think this is really good news. The next big thing for this, of course, is who is going to direct the film. I don't know. I think Kevin Feige is a very, very good producer. Marvel is a proof of that. I think he's found a recipe for success with them. And if we're going to launch a new era in Star Wars when it comes to live action, like let's say we make not a new trilogy, but a new saga of films. Like, I'm talking 6 to 9 films just on the High Republic era, which I do think is a reach. I do not want that. But if we're going to do that, who better to launch that than Kevin Feige? I mean, he's done wonders with the Marvel Universe. I think he would be a good guy to kind of either spearhead or help spearhead this new era in Star Wars storytelling when it comes to the movie aspect of it. But tell me your thoughts below. What do you guys think about Kevin Feige, his Star Wars film, bringing in Michael Waldron as a writer? And not only that, what do you think about the possibility of this being set in the High Republic era? Because Alan Horn doesn't say what he said in that interview, saying that Kathleen Kennedy is pursuing a new era in Star Wars storytelling. He doesn't say that when it comes to this interview about Kevin Feige for no reason. I mean, that cannot be a coincidence. So I'm pretty confident that Kevin Feige is taking on the High Republic era, and I think the timing for this is absolutely perfect. So tell me your thoughts below. Are you more excited for the Kevin Feige movie now that you know that Michael Waldron is writing it? Have you seen any of this guy's work? Tell me your thoughts below. I'm Star Wars Only. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.